Everybody wants to get out in their garden, get into their greenhouse when it's spring, especially when it's a lovely sunny day. But there are 5 mistakes that a lot of people will make. Hello, I'm Rosie Hardy. This is Rosie Hardy Gardening. So what are those mistakes? Well, I've just got 5 for you here, but I'm sure people can think of other ones that they have perhaps done and then learn from that mistake. I mean, obviously you learn from your mistakes. That's ideal and it works that way. So the first one is putting your young plants outside too early. So especially when you've got things like your pelargoniums coming up and looking really cracking in your greenhouses or tunnels, and then also things like the tuberous begonias, they're all coming up and looking fantastic at the moment, but it is still too early to be thinking about putting these outside. So why not, if you really feel you've got to do something with them, pot them up. Put them into a bigger pot. That way you'll feel as though you've achieved something with those plants, even if you haven't put them outside. So these are definitely ones that I've got to pot up. They need to get in there. Both these pelargoniums need to be potted up, and I need to do something about this tuberous begonia, because that's been in that container probably for 2 years. So it's time for these to be potted up but not put outside yet. It's way too early in the UK for these to go out yet, so I would wait until mid-May for those to go out. So instead of thinking, oh great, I'm going to put them out, pot them up, then they're ready to go out when you need to harden them off. You'll have other things. You'll have young plants that you are got in the greenhouse that you know they're coming along really well because we're getting hot days, and so they're coming on really well. But just don't get those outside too much. You know, we're forecast frosts again, so really that's not the time to be putting these poor young tender things out. Perhaps start thinking about hardening them off, yes, but not putting them outside for all the time. So you need to bring them back in, put them out during the daytime, bring them back in, cover them over with fleece, and then that will be so much better. You do not want to risk putting these out and then them getting frosted and you losing the plant material that you have kept going over the winter. So that is number 1. Do not be too quick to put those young plants outside. Mistake number 2 is wanting to get everything looking really tidy, all looking great, and going to things which are, you know, on the temperamental side when it comes to hardiness, such as the woody salvias or your penstemon and even the oenotheras. All of those will still have old growth on them, and you will be able to see that there is new growth starting to come at the base of the plant, but there's new growth coming here on some of this old wood as well. And in the garden these will be much bigger. You won't have cut them this hard. These are ones which have been overwintered inside. They've still got old, you know, woody growth on here, and this will need cutting back and trimming back to make it a much better shape. Now, you shouldn't be doing that on your salvias outside yet. Yes, you could probably take them down a little bit and make them shaped, but you don't want to be cutting right back down to any of the new growth. There is still frost, so it's this patience, waiting till it's the right time to be able to do it. Even with things like your penstemon, so there may be horrible old dead bits like this, and there may be big long straggly pieces. You know, you don't want to be taking those out probably till about now, so you shouldn't have done it already. So you'd be taking off all of that growth there and leaving this lovely growth in the middle. So penstemons you could just about get away with now in the middle of April doing that, but if you've done it too early and this new growth is not protected by this, it will get frosted and that will damage your plant and you won't have so much coming through. So yes, I love you to cut things back, but you've got to do it at the right time, and doing it too early and allowing the plant to put on fresh new growth and then we get frosts, that's when you get a lot of damage. So just be a little bit more patient on that cutting back and tidying up. Even things like hydrangeas, it's a good idea to just wait until April has gone and then start thinking about doing it at the beginning of May. And I know, you know, a lot of people go, oh, I've got to do it tidy, I've got to do this. But no, just wait, because it'll be so much better for your plants if you do the cutting back at the right time rather than doing it really early, and then you end up with things which have got really damaged. Because what you will find is that the new growth, if it does get frosted, it gets a frost burn, and the edges of the leaves will all go brown and they will gradually go crispy and they'll fall off, and you will lose that bit of that plant. It will then have to regrow from lower down, and sometimes they can get so badly frost damaged that you've killed the plant off by doing that. So cutting back, wait to the right time to do it. That was mistake number 2. Now, if you're interested in how to keep on going with your garden right the way through the year, then why not take a little look at the membership that we've just brought out, Straightforward Gardening. So what other mistakes are there? Well, watering is one. So one is watering inside your greenhouses, your tunnels, or wherever you've got your plants held, whereby you're watering too much, and you've watered too much early on trying to get things to go. Your plants should be allowed to dry out and then be wetted. So don't keep them absolutely soaking wet all the time, because that's where you get the rots, and it's when they're starting to grow and they put on this fresh growth and you think, oh gosh, they need lots and lots of water. Well, they do need water, but they don't need to be drowned. So just be careful on your watering there. But then conversely, you've got your pots and everything that are outside, which you are going on, and sometimes you forget to water those because you've had rain. But the rain doesn't always get through. So this plant here, I know looks really poor and sickly, but it is still alive. But unfortunately, this got missed. It is a really lightweight plant. If this was heavy, it would, but this is really lightweight. And that is one way of telling that it's dry, plus the fact that it's looking that. But if you lift it out of the container like this is absolutely bone dry. All of this, it needs a really good soak. This is going to have to sit in a bucket and be soaked. It is really, really bone dry. So bless it, it needs a good watering, and then it will recover. I will cut off all of the foliage which is not doing really well, but it has got new growth coming underneath there. So this is not going to recover, so it'll get a haircut back. But do check your outside containers, because they will be something which you miss, and even if they're big ones and you can't necessarily get them, but that is something to be aware of. It's watering, and at this time of the year when it suddenly gets hot and then it gets colder again, you miss noticing that the odd 1 or 2 pot hasn't got enough water, or you overwater on the stuff that is inside. The other one is pulling up plants in your borders thinking they are dead. So hence, you'd look at something like this thinking it's dead, but actually just give it a haircut, there's new growth coming through. So that is a really key one, and that is one where a lot of people end up pulling a plant out and then realise, oh gosh, it wasn't dead. So a little bit of patience and looking at those sorts of things is always good. And then I've put it down as a mistake, but it isn't really, but go out and enjoy your garden. Your garden is there for you to enjoy. It's for you to have fun in. It is for your peace of mind. It's for you to go and have a look at your plants and everything else. And a lot of people forget that the garden is there for them to enjoy. So that is it. Those are the 5 mistakes that a lot of people make in the spring. Go out and enjoy your garden. Have fun in your garden. Thank you very much for watching. Please do subscribe to the channel. If you want to watch another video of mine, YouTube thinks this one is perfect for you.